Hey guys, Bob here from Raw Strength and Muscle, and today we are going to talk about everything you need to know about protein shakes on ketogenic diets. Okay, now, first of all, let me just say that you should not be depending upon a protein shake to get in your protein content ever on any diet. I don't care what kind of a diet you're on. You should never be depending upon these shakes. The reason why these shakes exist, okay, well, there are a couple reasons, but the reason why people are so interested in these shakes is because they wake up and they have a donut for breakfast and they have French fries for lunch and they have pizza for dinner and they're like, oh my God, I'm not hungry for protein and I didn't eat any protein. Now, why are they not hungry for protein? Because they've eaten a lot of shit that's not protein and they're not hungry. Why are they still lacking their protein? Why have they not? They've been eating all day, but they haven't gotten any protein because they did not base their diet around protein. And like I said, every single diet that I make, okay, for myself, for other people, every single meal is protein. Okay, I put protein down somewhere on a plate. And if I want to go ahead and have more fat, aka more calories, I will add fat. Okay. So I'll take chicken, then I'll add almonds or cashews or peanuts or macadamia nuts, or I'll add cheese or something, right? I'll go ahead and instead of having a piece of chicken on a plate, I'll go ahead and have a piece of fattier beef on a plate, okay? Instead of having like eggs and egg whites, I'll just have nothing but eggs, whole eggs, or I'll add some slices of cheese in when I scramble the eggs up, okay? So basically the bottom line is I always start, for me, it's usually 50 grams of protein per meal. So I put 50 grams of protein on a plate. Now, if you want to do a high carb diet, you go right ahead and do a high carb diet. You put a piece of chicken on a plate. And if you want to add some carbs, you go ahead and you put some noodles and some, fettuccine and stuff like that, whatever on top. If you want to go ahead and have like a steak and put some potatoes next to it, that's fine. But you start with the steak, you start with the chicken. I don't care what kind of a diet you're on. So that's the number one reason why, you should never, ever be depending upon protein shakes. If you like, oh, I need a protein shake because I don't have no hunger, stop eating horse shit. Stop eating stuff that is not protein. Eat your protein first, and then you will not have a problem. And on a ketogenic diet, that's really the hard thing for me to understand. Like, how could you not get enough protein on a ketogenic diet? Because you're basically eating meat. You're basically eating meat. Like, what do I eat? Right now I'm cutting. So I'll have eggs, egg whites. That's all protein. I'll have chicken. That's protein. My fat source when I put on the chicken is I'll put a slice of cheese on top and then I'll microwave it so it melts together. It tastes good. It's warm. That's also dairy. That's also a protein source and a fat source. Okay. When I was bulking, I was going ahead and having fatty ground beef. That's everything you eat on a ketogenic diet is protein. So I don't know how you could possibly not have enough protein unless you're eating like avocados all day, and once again, avocados are an example. Okay. You want to make a salad, you go ahead and you throw down some chicken, you'll cut some chicken up, put it down on a plate. Okay. Then throw some leaves on top of it. Then if you want to add some fat, throw some avocados on top of it, but you don't start with avocados and wonder why you're not hungry enough to eat your protein. Okay. So first of all, you should always be eating protein. Okay. So you shouldn't need a protein shake. Now, there are a couple reasons to be actually using protein shakes, which is fine, okay? In general, like when I'm on any of my diets, okay, whether it's like a low carb, low fat cutting diet, whether it's a keto, more of a high fat keto maintenance or bulking diet, I really do not use protein shakes, okay? At night, I'm a big fan of having a slow digesting milk-based protein. What I usually do is I go ahead and I mix plain non-fat Greek yogurt with some whey protein, okay? So basically I get half of the protein that I need from the yogurt. For me, it's like 25 grams of protein. And then I put in 25 grams of protein worth of whey protein powder, okay? Because that will increase the protein content of the meal without increasing the carbs, without increasing the fat, without increasing the calories, but especially the carbs, okay? So I basically just mix the powder with the plain unflavored yogurt together, and now I got like protein pudding, okay? And it takes on the flavor of whatever protein you put in. The reason I'm doing this, okay, is because it takes a long time for the yogurt to digest in your stomach, so you stay in a positive nitrogen balance all night. You've got protein available all night when you're not eating, okay? So that's the reason why I'm using the protein powder as an ingredient, okay, to the food that I'm eating. I'm not using it itself, okay? At night, if sometimes I will use a casein protein shake instead, okay? I suggest that everybody has casein protein with them, okay, like at home, because if you run out of yogurt or for some reason you don't have time or whatever, you can make a casein shake at night. Casein protein is the only type of protein that I recommend you actually make a shake out of, okay, if you are on one of my ketogenic diets, okay? And the reason is whey protein is really great at, causing muscle protein synthesis, okay, which means you take some protein in and your body starts synthesizing muscle from the protein it has. But it doesn't stay in your system for very long, okay? And because of that, you do not maintain a positive nitrogen balance. You don't have protein digesting basically in your body, okay, over a longer period of time. It's quick in and quick out of your body. So I don't suggest you use whey protein. When you mix it with yogurt, it's obviously slowed down and you're getting like the slow benefit of the yogurt because it's milk protein. But like I said, you're not really going to get that benefit. So if you drink like a whey protein shake, first of all, your body starts muscle protein synthesis, but it doesn't keep the protein for a long time, okay? And another thing is that a whey protein shake is like drinking water. It's like a very watery shake, okay? So if you're doing like I'm doing my pure protein diet right now, where I'll have a meal of like nothing but pure protein, okay? I'll have a meal of like just a chicken breast, okay? Just some tuna. So that is like, you don't have fat, so it doesn't satiate your hunger very well. And if all you do is just drink a little glass of water, whey protein shake, it's not going to satiate your hunger very long. It's not going to fill your stomach up. A casein protein shake, not only will it stay in your system and be digesting slower, so you have a positive nitrogen balance longer, you've got protein in your body longer, but it is also like a thick, creamy, chalky shake. So when you drink it, it actually fills your stomach up. It satiates your hunger better, okay? So like I said, if I'm going to be going to bed at night and I don't make my protein pudding, I will go ahead and have like a casein shake. If for whatever reason you're on my pure protein diet or you're on one of my maintenance or bulking diets and you cannot eat a meal, okay, then like I said, it is acceptable once in a while, okay, if all hell breaks loose and you have no other choice to drink a casein shake. Okay, like I said, pure protein diet, if this meal is going to be like just a plain chicken breast, just drink a casein shake with the same amount of protein in it as the chicken would, okay? If it's a meal of like, chicken and almonds, chicken and cheese, chicken whatever, drink the casein shake and eat a couple slices of cheese. Drink the casein shake and eat the almonds, eat the peanuts, whatever, fat source it is, okay? So casein is like the only shake that I really would recommend you use on like a ketogenic diet. Another shake, if you would see this as being a shake that I've used before, is just plain liquid egg whites, okay? Like you're out somewhere, you're driving somewhere, oh my God, I don't have my food with me. First of all, why don't you have your food with me? You need to plan a lot better than that. But let's say, once again, all hell breaks loose, you get mugged and the guy steals your Tupperware. Great. You just go into a store, and I know, for instance, a pint of egg whites is 50 grams of protein. Okay, that's like one meal for me. So you just go into a store, get yourself a pint of egg whites, drink it down. I always have egg whites in my refrigerator at home. If something happens, I just measure out 2 cups of egg whites, drink it down, okay? And boom, there you go. You've got your 50 grams of protein, okay? Like I said, if you have to stop at a store, you got 50 grams of protein from the pint of egg whites. And like I said, if you need a couple slices of cheese or some almonds, go ahead and grab some almonds, grab some cashews, grab some cheese, whatever, right in the store, okay? So there's no excuse not to have a meal, okay? So that's actually another one of my quote protein shakes, if you consider liquid egg whites a protein shake. Now let's go ahead and let's continue talking about like keto protein shakes, okay? I do not like to wake up in the morning and cook. I do not like to wake up in the morning and eat, and I especially don't like to wake up in the morning and eat like a dry food, okay? I like to wake up in the morning every day, 4:46, you know, right away, I want to go ahead and that's when I get some, I'm starving because if I'm on the pure protein diet, I'm trying to cut. Even if I'm doing a maintenance diet or a lean bulking diet, I want to wake up in the morning and be hungry. That means I'm using the food, I'm not storing it as fat. So I'm always hungry when I wake up in the morning, no matter what kind of a diet I'm on. And what I'll do is I will want to drink something, okay? Right now on the pure protein diet, my first meal is protein pudding, okay, plain non-fat Greek yogurt with whey protein. I just make it at night, leave it in the refrigerator. In the morning, it's there. It's moist. It's easy to eat, okay? It's nice, liquidy, almost. It's pudding-like, okay? So like I said, it's easy for me to eat in the morning. I don't have to prepare anything. It goes down easily, and I'll go ahead, since I'm having my vitamins with that meal, I'll take a couple slices of cheese. It's a fat source because the vitamins are better assimilated when you take some fat with you. Also, the cheese that I take in the morning goes ahead and satiates my hunger, gives me some energy. So that's like my normal morning meal now on the pure protein diet. But like I said, if I'm on a maintenance diet or if I'm on a bulking diet, I will usually have a shake for breakfast, okay? And these are more Vince Gironda style shakes, more Rio Blair style shakes, more old like 70s, 50s type bodybuilder shakes, okay? So what I'll do is I will not drink milk because milk has a lot of carbs in it and whatever. It doesn't have a whole lot of fat, doesn't have a whole lot of calories. So some of my shakes that I will drink are maybe 6 raw eggs with 6 fluid ounces of store-bought half and half, okay? I'll just put, 6 fluid ounces of half and half in a shaker bottle, break in, crack in 6 raw eggs, put some cinnamon powder on top because it tastes good. I'll shake it up, and then I'll have that for my breakfast, okay? If I want to up the protein and up the calories, what I will do is I will make a shake. Instead of store-bought half and half, I will make my own half and half. A half a cup of whole milk, a half a cup of heavy cream. Okay, I'll put like 3 eggs in there, 3 whole eggs, and I'll put some milk and egg protein powder in there, like some old school milk and egg protein powder, not whey, not even casein, old school milk and egg protein powder, okay? Once again, I'm making like a food. I'm not drinking a shake. I got half a cup of whole milk, a half a cup of heavy cream, 3 raw eggs. I put the powder in for extra protein, and then I put some cinnamon powder on top for taste. I will drink that down, okay? And I've gone so far as to have, that's like an 800 and I think 30 calorie shake. I've gone so far as to have like a 1200 calorie shake twice a day. It was an entire cup of heavy cream, 8 fluid ounces, which is like, I think 800 calories. Then I had 5 raw eggs, and then I had milk and egg protein powder and some cinnamon powder put on top. Had to use like a bullet blender to go ahead and shake and mix it up. And like I said, that was like a 1200 calorie shake. So as you can see, like I said, I don't really use powders except as an ingredient in food. Okay, like these keto shakes, basically I put the milk and egg protein powder in sometimes I just use, raw eggs and half, but I'll go ahead and mix that up. And it will be in there with milk, with heavy cream, with raw eggs, with cinnamon powder. So it's an ingredient. It's not like I'm drinking a shake. Okay, I don't just mix water with some, with some protein powder. Okay. Now let me just go ahead and say one more thing. Okay, I got a couple questions about protein powder being used while you're getting fat adapted. Okay. When you are getting fat adapted, that means you have not been in a ketogenic diet. You've been eating carbs. It is really hard for some people, like psychologically, they have a physical or a mental or an emotional dependence upon sugar, okay, dopamine dependence, like it may be hard for you to get off carbs, okay? So I really suggest a couple things. Do not limit your fat. Do not limit your total calories. Eat as much as possible. Don't try to cut where you're getting fat adapted. Just try to get fat adapted and then cut. Okay, so eat as much as you want, but also do not take any artificial sweeteners. Do not take any protein powders, okay? Because like I said, when you are doing this, okay, when you are, doing a ketogenic diet, there's really no excuse because you're literally eating animal meat in general. You're eating animal meat or dairy or eggs, cheese, eggs, and meat. Those are basically that's basically what keto is. Okay. So like I said, there's no need for you, like I have to have a protein shake. Okay. like I said, the only time that I really do recommend that is, like I said, I mean, if you like to wake up in the morning and drink something, go ahead, but make sure it's based upon food. Okay. Like I said, at night, you have to have a slow digesting protein. You don't have to, but it's the best results to have a slow digesting protein. So mix up some plain non-fat Greek yogurt with some protein powder in it, some whey. And like I said, that's good at night, or a Kaizen shake at night. And like I said, if you absolutely positively during the day do not have any other choice, but you have to drink your protein, I suggest, like I said, go ahead and drink liquid egg whites. But if not, go ahead and take a Kaizen shake. I hope you guys understood this, okay, my reasoning. I hope you guys understood how I set up a diet like this. If you want to get any more information about that, check out the links down below. We got my group coaching, which has a support community where I'll help you with, a Q&A call once a week where I'll help you. It also has, I've also got my one-on-one coaching where I'll tell you exactly what to do down below. And I've got my diet program and my workout program. If you want to go ahead and just get them and then figure the stuff out yourself, all the links are down below. Comment down below if you have any other questions or there are other videos you want me to make. Aside from that, thank you guys for watching. Subscribe if you haven't. I will see you in the next video.